At Dogtown's medical clinic, vet tech Jeff Popowich prepares for a new arrival. Bruno is an aging chow with troubling symptoms, disorientation and constant drooling.
Hi, baby. We're at your new home.
Dogtown volunteer Nadine Goodrow drove him here from a shelter in LA nearly 500 miles away.
So you picked him up April 23rd?
Old and in poor health, he was moments away from being euthanized.
We've come a long way, and he's been so good.
Nadine hopes Dogtown can figure out what's wrong with Bruno and find him a loving home.
Is he easy to leash up and all that?
Yeah.
Okay.
He is extremely mellow.
You ready, big guy? Come on, Bruno.
As head vet tech, Jeff is the first staffer most dogs meet when they arrive at Dogtown. It's his job to do an overall medical assessment.
So what we're gonna do now is a quick exam. Basic things that we can do so that we have a better picture to paint for one of the vets that will look at him. All right, well, let's look at your grill, kid. Can we open up? Thanks. No, he just sneezed all over me. We do have a different perspective on dogs here than most people. Bruno is typical of that. Most people would say there's a dog knocking on death's door. We don't see it that way. Bruno's a dog that, with a little TLC, he can be bouncing around.
Jeff moves Bruno to his new quarters at Old Friends, one of 98 group houses at Dogtown.
Old Friends is where the senior dogs live at Dogtown. Usually it's the dogs that are 8 years and older.
Bruno joins about 40 other elderly dogs who call this place home.
He's ready.
Jeff hopes the other dogs will raise Bruno's spirits.
He's gonna finally get to hang out with other dogs. So, should be a good day for him. If he ever gets in there, he likes to snap and sniff everything along the way.
Once Bruno gets healthy again, Jeff hopes the old chow will catch someone's eye.
I like seeing Bruno on a run. Now that he's out there, all it takes is one person to come by and fall in love with that guy and take him home. He loves sniffing.
After working 4 years at Dogtown, Jeff's convinced that every dog can find a home.
I haven't seen anything that says, nah, he's not adoptable. Of course, I've never met a dog that's not adoptable either.
But before Bruno can get adopted, first Dogtown must make him well.
Hey, Bruno.
Not sure about his vision, not sure about his hearing. He's got a head tilt to the left all the time and he drools out the left side.
The easiest thing to tell from Bruno when we first looked at him was that his balance was off. His head was tilted to the side. He didn't really even have a full awareness.
Searching for signs of infection, Dr. Mike hopes that Bruno's symptoms don't indicate something worse. But Bruno's problem with balance suggests something more serious.
You can see how he stands now. That often goes along with some type of neurologic problem. Most dogs, when you place their feet in weird directions, either too wide or cross them, they should right them on their own pretty quickly. Especially for a dog that had been in a foster home for a couple weeks, to me that signals a deeper rooted brain disorder going on.
He's a good boy.
Dr. Mike must monitor Bruno over time to determine the best course of treatment. Jeff hopes for the best.
Barring something like a brain tumor, even then, you're just gonna monitor quality of life. And it's not that you can get a dog to live for 10 years, it's that you can give him good years. But it's always quality over quantity. And Bruno is a dog that definitely has the potential to have a quality life.
But for now, Jeff's hopes for Bruno's adoption are put on hold. Over their years at Dogtown, Dr. Mike and his wife Alyssa have fostered and adopted many animals in need.
How do we get so many animals? It just happens. Rescue, foster, foster, rescue, rescue. Hey, Bruno. Hey, buddy. How you doing? Good boy. Look at you coming over to me. You're good. Whoops. Sorry, still a little off balance. Good boy. Good boy. All right, we'll get you some food here soon. Alyssa and I decided to try him at home and kind of see how he did in a home environment.
But after a few days in their home, Bruno's taken a turn for the worse.
The first night, he was very, very restless. Was pacing, vomited a few times. Hey, Bruno. Time for your dinner. Hey, buddy. Feeding you up right here. Small little bites.
Bruno struggles to eat, and Dr. Mike grows more and more concerned.
Certainly a dog like Bruno, we always worry that, is this the right thing for him, or are we just keeping him alive for the sake of keeping him alive?
After a long night spent watching over Bruno, Dogtown veterinarian Dr. Mike Dix comes to terms with a difficult decision.
Last night we decided to euthanize Bruno at about 11:30.
Bruno developed bloat, a painful condition unrelated to his brain disease that twists the stomach and cuts off its blood supply.
This is one of the saddest things you have to do as a veterinarian, but at least Bruno's not suffering anymore.
Nestled at the edge of Angel's Canyon, Angel's Rest is Dogtown's pet cemetery. Today, Bruno joins thousands of other animals who found their final home at this sanctuary. Bruno's friends at Dogtown honor his memory by leaving polished stones on his grave.
I feel good that Bruno got to spend some time in a home before he passed away. That's our goal with every dog. Even if it was for only a short period of time, it's still nice to know that he was loved and he was in a home. I think that we did make him comfortable for the amount of time we had, and that's all you can ask for.